How's everybody doing today? I go by the name of PE ratio. So today I will be discussing this quantum computing stocks. So there's a rise in quantum computing. Let me share my screen so we can start off with that. Okay, bear with me while I share my screen here. 1 second. Come on. Okay. So I use a few a few articles, or should I say publications, when I'm checking what stocks I want to research. And this stock has been on a tear. I mean, tremendously. Okay, this was a penny stock about sometime. Let me log in. Let me go here so y'all can be able to see it. Let me get into the logistics of it. Now, again, this is for educational purposes only. This is not stock market advice. This is my disclaimer. I'm not a fiduciary. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just me being in the market for over 10 years. I love what I do, and I'm here to teach. So like, subscribe, and share, and let's get into it. Because y'all came here to hear about this, what's going on in the stock market, correct? Okay. So here we go. Quantum computing. So y'all can see this screen. So there's two things that affect the stock market heavily, and that's information and expectations. I'm gonna say that again. There's two things that affect the stock market. There's information and there's expectations. So the information that came out a while back. Let's just go to this right here. Um, so some information came out about Amazon, AWS. AWS is another company within Amazon. It's the same company, but it's them doing venturing out and getting into the data centers. They're building data centers. They're they have clients who need to use their data centers to store data. So just like uh, you go to a physical warehouse or a physical storage where you store your belongings that you may be wanting to move. So you just move your stuff to storage, physical storage. This is for people who have too much data and they don't have enough nowhere to put it. It could be your downloads for your phone. It could be a number of those technological things, and they bring it to one of the companies that they use is Amazon. There's other companies out there called like Vantage. Vantage is another data center. They have Intel data centers and a couple of other ones. So that's the information that came out about this stock, is that Amazon was doing something with quantum computing, and I wanted to pull up the Amazon the news on this stock. 1 second. Oh man, I had it open. I don't know what happened to it. Let's see here. Let's see. Some news came out about Amazon. So AWS. Here you go. So this came out November 22nd. AWS launches Quantum Embark. Quantum computing stocks blast off. So there's a number of quantum computing stocks blasting off, but this has took the cake. So let's do a little reading here. This website is called Seeking Alpha. Okay. So Amazon Web Services, NASDAQ. So it's this telling you that Amazon is in the NASDAQ. And like I said, this is not stock market advice, but I'm going to do a special video on Amazon and why you should buy Amazon. I own Amazon. I do. I bought in before the split, and I'm up 70% on my. Last time I checked, I was up 77% on my investment. Now, stocks go up and down, but I'm going to buy more Amazon. It's a very stable company, and I like to put some more money in there. I like to go big this time. So let's read this. Amazon Web Services is announced the Quantum Embark. There we go. See me, whatever. Amazon Web Services Nasdaq announced the Quantum Embark program today, which prompt quantum computing related stocks to skyrocket. Quantum computing is also in the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq, there's many different indexes, but the three major ones is the Dow Jones, which has the blue chip stocks like Caterpillar, well, I think ExxonMobil got just kicked out of there a while back. But Caterpillar, they probably have Berkshire Hathaway, Microsoft, those companies. These are what they call blue chip stocks, value companies. The S&P Standard and Poor's also has Microsoft. So some of these companies are in multiple different indexes, and I'll show you all. I probably can show you all in a few about that. So the S&P 500 is really called the Standard and Poor's 500, and you can do some research on why they call it Standard and Poor's. But I think it was like for middle class people, middle class stocks. I mean, middle class people that just those. It takes the average of the 500, I think, biggest, most valuable companies. So, and I could do a whole thing on the S&P 500, but right now I'm just talking about this stock, and I will do a video on that, the Dow Jones, all those separately. Stay tuned for that. So, quantum computing, this QUBT, I bought some of this. Now, this is a trade for me. I do like the company, but they're young, so and I try not to to rush into stocks. I try not to rush into companies just because everybody's buying it, because it's kind of hard to find an entry point. And I can show you all how to find an entry point. Um, how I decide when I want to get in on the stock. So quantum computing Nasdaq QUBT surged 28% by the time the markets closed on Friday. Okay, D Wave Quantum, and it's in the New York Stock Exchange. That's what that stands for. NYSD, I mean NYSE. So New York Stock Exchange, QBTS. That's another stock that skyrocketed. This one did the best, and it's it's running right now. It's just crazy. What I did is I bought the stock and I sold some cover calls on it, cover call options. I kind of wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I would have. No, I wish I would have done that, but I wish I would have bought more because what's going to happen is I sold at a $9 strike price. So I bought in at the $6 strike price. So my stocks are going to get called if somebody exercises, if the buyer exercises the call. But that's a little too deep. That's a little advanced. But I'm just exposing you all to stuff I'm doing to show you what level I'm on. I'm in the market. I'm doing stock options, but I didn't start like this. I started small. When I first started. I didn't even know what a PE ratio is. I didn't even know how to buy a stock. 10 years ago, I bought a stock and it just dropped because I didn't know what I was getting into. Now, fast forward today, I look back on. I know what company it was. It was a weed company, Cara Therapeutics, CARA. I never forget. And I look back on it today, and the reason why it's doing bad is because it's not the time for marijuana stocks. Also, it's not making money. You know what I mean? So here, let's go here. So quantum computing Nasdaq QUBT surged 28% by the time the markets closed on Friday. And remember, this article is from November 22nd. D Wave Quantum in New York Stock Exchange QBTS rocketed 48% by the end of the trade day and was up another 9% during early post-market action. Quantum Embark was created to help customers prepare for the era of the quantum computing, a nascent field that harnesses the power of quantum mechanics. It has the potential to revolutionize industries by solving problems that are beyond the ability of even the most powerful classical computers. AWS said in a blog post. Okay, Quantum Embark is an advisory program intended to help customers compute intensive use cases, develop an understanding of the state of the art, pinpoint relevant quantum technologies to focus on, and ultimately make informed decisions about future resourcing. Let's go ahead. I gotta go ahead. Future resourcing, and I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'm just doing some of this stuff for you because when you're in the stock market, you have to read, you have to research, and this is part of my research. This is just one publication. I don't expect you all to do this. I'm coming out with a course where I would do the reading for you all, and I would do the research for you all, but I'm still gonna have you read some things that just because you have to, but not to the level where I'm doing it because I have to do this because I'm teaching, and I just want to be the best stock market expert there is out there. It's asking for too much, but that's what I think I am. So so they said in a powerful class computer, okay, Quantum Embark is an advisory program intended to help customers compute intensive use cases, develop an understanding of the state of the art, pinpoint relevant quantum technologies to focus on, and ultimately make informed decisions about future resources and their long-term quantum roadmaps, AWS. I'm not going to bore you all with that. I bored you all enough. Sorry about that. So let's go to um, one of the publications, bar chart, just to show you all what's been going on here. Okay, so check this out. This is barchart.com, www.barchart.com. This is another one that I like to use. I probably have to do a video breaking down all this separately. It, it's just gonna take time. Things take time, and that's just the way it is. So I'm gonna go out of this screen. I want to go show you how this stock has been doing. Okay. Actually, we're gonna take a trip to because Yahoo Finance can show it better. But okay, so 2000, and this is 2009. So in 2009, I like to go to. Let me go to before I go here. Let me go to um, Yahoo Finance. So because I really like their charts better, honestly. I should have opened up Trading View, but let's just see here. QUBT. QUBT is the ticker symbol. Remember that? Okay. So let's check here. I'm going to, so you got here, when you come to Yahoo Finance, you have, sometimes it's on the left here, sometimes it's up here, but you want to come on the left here. And as you can see, I'm on summary. If I go to news, it's going to go to news. See, it changed the news. Um, Community, you want to go to community, it'll go to community. I guess it'll tell you what everybody's saying about this stock. And it's good to see what people are saying. This is a Discord that Yahoo has. Here, American. This is 2023. I have to say the past few days have included very good news for QCI. So this is way back then, 2023, last year. But I came here to show you all how it's been doing. So I like Yahoo.com because finance www. As you can see, it's on the top right here. Finance.yahoo.com. And you go to all here. You got the 1 day chart, you got the 5 day chart, the 1 month chart. I always like to see how the all chart has done. So as you can see, in 2000 and this two March of 2007, this stock was, it might have had a reverse stock split. That's why it's saying 5,000. I don't think that it was $5,000, but I think that it had a reverse stock split where they where they added more shares. Should I say they they reduced the amount of shares that each that each investor had, and spiked up the price. And I'm gonna have to do uh, a broadcast on what a stock split is. So I'm saying terminologies that you all just got to bear with. And in the comment section, please, if you understand something, tell me, write it below, and I'll get back to you. So this is it's just so much to cover here. So let's go to what's been happening this year. Okay. So this year, this is this is October 23rd of 2024. Okay. If you're looking right here, it says closed. The stock closed at $1.04. Okay. As you can see on your screen right now, this stock is $16.79, and this happened about a little under 2 months ago. Okay, and this is just a trade. Some news came out about the. Remember, I told you, there's two things that affect the stock or the stock market: information and expectations. So, information came out about Amazon partnering with um, some of these companies like QUBT, and that's the news that came out. That's the information that came out. Now, the expectations. Well, the reason why people are buying because they expect the companies to do well and make money because this is the new era, this is the new wave, this is revolutionary, and it is. I think that it might have a pullback soon because it's been running, but I still think it has the potential to be a good stock. Is it the time for this industry right now? Yeah, yeah, because it's artificial intelligence. It's time for it. So as you can see there, now this stock it went all the way up to, as you see, in the after hours is $18.88, and it's still going up. It's a 12% um, return. It went up 12%, not a 12% return. Now this is 51%. This is how much it went up in one day. This is how it's been doing for the past 3 days. And let's just see what happened. I got me some, but I'm not telling you all to get any. I just know what I'm doing. I'm watching the volume of the stock. So let's see what today's volume was. I don't want to go too long on this. So I wanted you to get used to this right here. Okay. So this is the volume, right? This is 187 million 49, 187 million 49,136. That's the volume for today. That means the volume is the amount of people buying and selling the stock. That's all that combined. But I want you to see something here. The average volume is 23,766,193. Jesus Christ. Do I have my calculator? I mean, that is just astronomical. I mean, that's like almost eight or nine times the value. Let's see here. 8 or 9 times the value. Yeah, that's how much. This is the average volume uh, that the stock has been trading. So whenever I see this volume this high and the stock is going up, I kind of jot this down. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take a picture of this because I like to monitor the volume every day, and there are some publications that might could show me the daily volume, like Yahoo Finance. I thought I've seen it before, but I'm just take note of that anyway. So you got this is 187 million. Jesus Christ, that's how many people are buying. That's how many times the stock has been traded. Period, bought and sold. So let's just see here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that 187 million number, 187 million 49,136. I'm gonna divide it by 23 million 766 193. thousand. So that's 7.87. So it's almost 8 times the volume that is trading. This has a market cap of 1.99 billions. Now I like to see this. I typically don't mess with stocks that are under 1 billion. See, there's this is what you call a small cap stock. What makes it a small cap stock is because a small cap stock has a market value of 250 million to actually this is actually it's a mid cap stock. I'm sorry, a mid cap stock. So a small cap stock has a market value of 250 million to 1 billion to 1 billion. A large mid cap stock has a market value of 1 billion to 10 billion. So this is in the sweet spot. This is where the growth stocks lie. And I'll touch more on growth stocks later. Growth stocks usually have high PE ratios because they're they're growing into their earnings per se. So what I mean by they growing into their earnings, meaning they're not yet profitable because they got to borrow so much money to and pay back the creditors just to stay in business. So they don't have an excess amount of cash flow that they could have on the sideline to where they can start using their own cash instead of somebody else's cash. That's what I mean. Okay, let's go here. And I said I was going to do 15 minutes. I'm going. I don't know. It's 21 minutes now. But sometimes this is what you have to do. So we're gonna go to the company, right? Just to see what's going on. We're gonna go to the company's website. So I always go to what you want to do is you want to check to see if this company, uh, if they're, where is it? So let's see here. Okay, yeah, here we go. To the right. This is the key executives for the company, and you can see how they supposed to disclose their trading. So if they bought stock recently, we're supposed to see that, and we probably will see that in a bit. So this is Quantum Computing Inc. This tells you where the company is located in New Jersey somewhere. This tells you what sector is in the technology sector. That's the Nasdaq industry, computer hardware. Full-time employees, it has 39 employees right now. So that's a little bit of employees. So I always look at this number to make sure the that this employee number is growing. I like to see that because if the employee number is growing, it's telling me the company is growing. And if you go here, this is you can call these companies up. The number was on there and ask to speak to their investor relations. But you don't want to just ask them anything. You could call them and see what do they think the stock is, where do they think the company is going. But that's more advanced. So this is the company here. You go to their website. All right. See what's going on for yourself. To keep it short, I'm going to get out of this. Oh, I wasn't showing it. I'm sorry. So this is the company's website. I wasn't showing them. Sorry. This is the company's website, and you could go here to see what's. You could call the company. This is investor relations. You could call the company up and ask to speak to their investor relations um, person, and that's the person that knows all about what's going on with the company. And there's specific questions that you can ask, and I'll write some down, and I'll probably put it in a video of its own because I just don't want to much to combine this stuff together because it's already hard. It can be a lot to digest. This terminology, getting used to it, it can be a lot to digest. So here we go. Let's hear. We're gonna go to it's one thing I wanted to also go to. So this is the stock that's been running. I wanted to touch on another stock. There ain't too much about this I want to say. you know, hold on one second. Let's go to back to Yahoo Finance. So you can go to, I like to say, go to holders. The holders will show me the major who's holding stake in this company. So this is the percent of shares held by all insiders, meaning the employees, the CEOs, etc. And insider transactions. This is what I want to show you all because look at this. This is purchases. I don't see any insider purchases in the last 6 months. There are none. That's bad. If they don't believe in their own company, why should I? Total insider shares held 21 million. So who's holding these shares? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, maybe we get somewhere. Insider roster data is derived solely from the last 24 hours of Form 3 and Form 4 SEC filings. So there has to be they have to file if the insiders buy shares in a company, they have to file with the Security Exchange Commission. That's what SEC means. So shares on as of transaction date. So October 3rd, um, Baumler Christopher, Chief Financial Officer, bought 320,000 shares. Okay, okay, that's what I want to see. Jesus Christ. Now, Huang Yuping, Officer Director and Beneficial Owner. Oh man, he winning. He bought this last year. He bought 23,936,900 worth of this of shares. How much did he buy them at? You gotta a little be wary of this guy here because that's a lot of shares and people and he could have total control of this company because he has a large stake in the company. Just like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett can like move companies because he has a large stake in it. So I don't know, but that's a lot for him to own. But I'm also looking at like, okay, he believes in this company. Hold on. He sold this. Hold on. He sold. Oh, he sold that 23 million shares. Excuse me. He didn't buy. He sold it. And this person was awarded it, stock award. So yeah, this is just a trade for the traders. They want to get in and get out. It's running up. People running it up. Somebody gonna be caught holding the bag. But what you want to do is invest in long-term companies. So let me get out of this. Okay. And I want to go. I left out a company the other day called ticker symbol ARI. It's a dividend company, and I want to leave off with that. So we're gonna go back to barchart.com. Okay. So this company is called Apollo Commercial Real Estate, which is a REIT, real estate investment trust. It's one of those REITs that's that's on the stock market. So this has a large dividend. It's a 14% dividend. Let me go out of this so you can see it. Got a 14% dividend. This is I left this out the other day. So this is barchart.com, www.barchart.com, and this is you type in the ticker symbol here. But let's go down here to see this stock is trading at $9.06 a share, and this tells you a lot about the company. So you want to go to fundamentals, and this is the market capitalization and all that. But we want to go to the annual dividend and yield. So for every $9 of the at this share is right now, for every $9.06, you get $1.30 per share for dividend, which is a 14.25% on your return. So let's just say you put in $1,000, you bought $1,000 worth of this stock, then you would get a 14.25% on your $1,000 annually. They do have instances where they they do have instances where they would where the company would cut the dividend, but that's why you want to monitor the stock. You want to monitor the stock to see what's going on with the stock. And this company has been around for a long time. And the worst that I've seen that happen to this stock is right here in 2020, probably just March of 2020, when all stocks dropped. It went down to $4.40, and it hasn't been that low ever since. It's been up to $15. But just imagine that you getting $14.25 on your investment annually. So even if the stock is fluctuating a little bit, you're still getting a return on your investment. And we're gonna go to one last thing. We're gonna see if this company is making money. This is RE Investments, and I usually go to Yahoo Finance. Okay, I go to Yahoo Finance, and I want to check if this company is making money. So ticker symbol ARI, ARI. We go in there, and we're gonna go to. You're just gonna jump the financials, and this is gonna be it for this. After I finish this, I just want to show you that I always check the financials of a company before I buy it. Okay, so this is the financials. This is what you call the in the financials. You're going to have the income statement, the balance sheet, the cash flow statement, and any dividends. They want you to unlock. They want me to pay for this. I'll pay for it later, but we're just checking cash flow right now. I could go to bar chart and check dividends. So in the year 2020, so all numbers are in thousands. So you gotta, all numbers in thousands. So you gotta add 3 zeros to these numbers. So this is 200 and this really instead of 210,000, 507. Now this is total revenue, and this is December 31st, 2020. So instead of 210,576, this is really you got to add 3 zeros to the end of that because it's in thousands. So this will be 210,576,000 that this company has made in 2020. Here, it's growing. I like to see it growing by 10%, 5 to 10%. 5% in a bad economy with high inflation, I'll go at 5%. Anywhere 5 and 10%. As long as the company is growing and they keep keeping their debt low, and the debt is on the balance sheet. So here we go, 278 million. I'm just for the sake of it, 368 million in 2022. They had a little dip in finances here where they didn't make as much money. This is 266 million, and then time to mature. Time to mature means that it's not mature yet. It's not because as you can see, this is December 31st, 2023. We're in this is December 17th, I think. Yeah, December 17th, 2023. So after December 31st, 2024, they'll report how much they made for the year. Okay, this is the balance sheet right here. Let's just see. I'll go here just to see the total assets. The thing is that total assets been growing, so that's a good thing. Assets are assets assets minus liability equal your net worth. So this is the total net worth for the years. So this is total assets minus liabilities. So this is the total net worth, and it's been all right, but it's giving a steady dividend. Lastly, cash flow. Do they have cash flow do they have cash flow? Because what I mean by that is sometimes companies they get sued, they go through financial problems. So I come down to the free cash flow to see if they have an excess amount of cash flow. So I wonder what happened here. Again, you add 3 zeros here, so 164 million here. 199 million, December 2022, 2021, December 2022, 234 million, 201 million, 32, yeah, 32 million. I don't know what happened with the cash. I'm gonna have to go over this financial statement to see why they don't have their cash flow is dropping like that. It don't have to be a nothing big, but this is some of the things that you have to do to research the company. As y'all can see, I've been on here for a while, so it takes a long time to research companies, and I'm going through hundreds of companies, So yeah, so I hope this helps somebody, and I hope this helps. And this I gave it to you. Like and share. You got any questions? Please put it in the comment section below. And this is PE ratio, and I'm wrapping this up. I'm out. You have a good night. Take care.